Hello. So on this episode, I wanted to redo question number 10 for the STAAR, because actually one of my students pointed this out to me, and I made a critical error on the question originally. So we know that our x-intercepts, our zeros of the graph, are going to be here. So x is equal to -4 and x is equal to 1. Okay, so I know that if I were to put this in a quadratic equation, or I would have x plus 4 and x minus 1, and that's equal to 0. Okay, now, in order for me to write this in a quadratic form, I need to distribute my x's in FOIL, essentially FOIL. So I'm going to do x times x, which will give me x squared. X times -1 will give me negative x. Then I have 4 times positive 4, which will give me plus 4x. And then 4 times -1, which will give me -4. So I'm going to combine like terms, so that's going to give me x squared is equal to positive 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, well, so, all right, well, I think I'm done. So my answer choice is F. But look, I need to make sure, look, it's important to note here, what I didn't take into consideration is that if I notice this graph is in pointed down. So this vertex, my vertex is a maximum point. Now, since in order for my vertex to be pointed down, my A value needs to be negative. Well, that F, at question F, answer F, is not a negative A value. It's a positive A value. So if that was my graph, if F was my answer choice, it would be pointed up on my graph. It would be my parabola opening up. So now looking at my graph, all right, well, I know since this is a negative choice, and I can look at my answer choice, I can eliminate F as an answer choice, and I can also eliminate H. Now, my equation that I created when I FOILed this was x squared plus 3x minus 4. In order for me to take in the consideration of the negative A value, I need to multiply both sides of my equation by -1. So if I multiply this side by -1, that's going to become negative x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. So that is, in fact, our answer choice, G. All right, I wanted to redo that question, and hopefully that helped any misunderstandings that might have become involved. Make sure that we pay attention to those little details when we're taking the STAAR. This is actually a really good question, and it's definitely a good question to make sure that you are paying attention to the direction that the parabola is going and what the question is asking us. It's definitely a higher order thinking question. All right, I'll see you in the next video where I'll go over number 11.